Hi, welcome to Classic Car Cave. So this video is on the XJ6, a little bit on the XJ6 and a mini meeting I went to in Hungary. It's about 60 kilometers from here. Yeah, about 60 k's. So I went up there, met up with Max. Max is the gentleman that's doing the mini engine, the track engine for me. And he's saying hopefully by the end of next week we will get it back. So it's back from the engineers, it's all done. The machining was very expensive because the liners were a bugger to get out and put the new ones in, and also obviously they've done the block as well. So that was quite expensive. It's actually more expensive than Max's labour to do the gearbox and the engine. Anyway, hopefully if we get it back the end of next week, next time Mia's back we'll pop it in and then we can start running the engine in ready for a Red Bull rig. The XJ6, I'm waiting for some stuff to come Monday morning. Hopefully by Monday night we'll have it running again. And I've put in also a bit of the tractor. Now the tractor videos don't seem to be doing very well, but I'll just put bits in as we do it, and if people watch, fine. But they don't seem to be very, the viewing figures are quite poor on them. So not that my figures are very good anyway, because the problem with YouTube is it's completely swamped from when I started to what it is now. It's absolutely saturated. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this little bit of video and you see what we're doing and what we're getting on with, and we'll catch you up when we've got some more advancement next week. Take care. So this is been a meeting from the Hungarian Mini Club, and they have it in different places each year, but I think they've got about 100 members. Quite a few people come from Austria as well. There's one guy come all the way from the Netherlands. So on this site here, I think there was up to about 18 minis, but a lot of them have moved on because it's Saturday now. I think they started on Thursday, and I'll take you around some of them. Apparently this belongs to the club. It's a pedalo with a fiberglass mini on it. Genti. Austin Cooper House. It's original. You can see there's quite a lot of, apparently there was up to about 80 of them at one point, but a lot of them are from Hungary. But I think there's one, oh yeah, that one over there, it's from the Netherlands. That's Globman van, not van, but Globman estate. The only two I know is this Clubman here, which belongs to Chris, one of the guys I know from Graz, and Max's Mini, which is this minivan, this dark green minivan. That's Max's Mini there. Well, they're in the Chenzi. Oh, it's got Cooper S on it, but that can't be a Cooper. Let's just change the doors. There we go. Oh, it's got Mark 1 and Mark 2 lights on it. Another Mini Clubman. And oh, there's a few down here too. Oh, Slovakia. I'll start on this end. I'll just start the counter again. No, I'll carry on. That was Hungary as well. Slovakia. Don't know where that is. Where's that one from? IBO. Don't know what country that is. Yeah. A lot of them have already left, as I said, because it's Saturday evening. They've been here since Thursday, and I think it finishes up tomorrow anyway. Some nice cars. They do look nice with the 10-inch wheels on them, don't they? This Mark III I'm doing now is having 10-inch on them. I think it'll look much better. Back here. There's Max.
Mal schauen, was wir kommen. Ja, okay, Kurs auf jeden Fall. Ja, Ungarn haben wir keinen. Da habe ich einen rumgeschickt, aber auch nicht mehr. Nein. Ja, war jetzt die Tage.
Oh, Queen. Yeah, and there's one from the Netherlands. Oh, nice little turnout. That's nice. It's original Cooper, that. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I think got a trip meter in it for rallies. That's nice. Very clean. I like the two-tone as well. The Innocenti, you can tell them because of the fan light there in the front. And also these headlight pods. These headlights are a bit stranger on the Innocenti. They're much thicker than that style. Some great cars though. They're all starting to leave now. Limited edition. But, yeah. I don't think there's one of the same colour, to be honest. Look. Yeah. So, that's us getting ready to put the carburetors back on in place. Fans back on. The housings back on for the new thermostat. Carburetors are all completely rebuilt with everything in them. So we're looking really nice now. Got new floats in them, not floats, but new valves in the floats. So yeah, get them all together now. Take that one off. Should be a couple of spare ones, and then we can put them back together. It's got to go on like that. Sorry, that goes into there, and then the starter carburetor in the middle there. But it's all looking good. Nice solid clunk. That's on the side. So we'll get them in, them in today, and then get the header tanks done. That's all cleaned up and done. All the rust is out. Got to give the radiator a clean, and the cabling is coming tomorrow. So the HT leads are coming tomorrow, and there's a block that's going to sit in here with the 6 HT leads in it. That's coming tomorrow from Holland, and I think the badge for the front of the car, which is quite faded on the bonnet, but we won't need that for some time yet because I need to take out these lights. This is always a problem area with these fronts, but that badge is completely gone in the middle there, and that grille. But I'll take the lights out and the grills, just see how rusty and bad it is. Take the little leap-in jag off, and we'll try and knock down these vents and get them sorted while it's off. Fortunately, it's only 4 bolts to take it on and off, and there's a couple of connections for the lights, and that's really it. So it's an easy job to get it on and off. So yeah, we're getting there. Hopefully we can. Need to drop a little bit of oil out of it. It's a bit too much oil in it. but fortunately none of that water's gone into the oil, so it's not emulsified in any way. And now we should be able to fill it to the top of the radiator, and we should have no more leaks, and hopefully it'll run like a cat again, or purr like a cat like it did before. So we'll see. So we're definitely getting there, getting closer and closer. Yeah, and get rid of that stupid piece of plastic as well, because they put that plastic over because somebody cut those holes in it. So this we don't actually need anymore. Right, take it off. There we go. Stupid bloody thing. That's better. Just push that back down. There we go. Because obviously what was happening was the water was going straight on top of the battery. Yeah, we can get all this fixed up. We'll be in good shape. Hopefully have it running by Monday night with a bit of luck. So I'll just drop the gaskets. Right. So yeah, put them on and crack on. So yeah, a few little more jobbies to get done, and I think we'll be there. Fingers crossed. That's all it was that gasket. See, anything I can see it points to. We've checked everything else. We've checked the compression, checked the inlet manifold. No leaks, no nothing. See, anything it could be. So, just to finish up with, there's the tractor all stripped down. We're just putting all these bits over to make sure nothing can get inside it sandblast wise. Give it a good sandblasting down. Shouldn't take too long. And we've got the wheels and tyres in the back, which I'm going to take tomorrow morning to my local tyre shop where they can take them off, get the rims, just clean the rims. We'll sandblast the rims, but we'll actually knock these back in a little bit. The back ones are not too bad, but this one's really been hammered here, and there's a bit over there as well, so we'll get them back in shape, get them sandblasted, get them painted, and hopefully they have the front tyres in stock. These back ones, it'll take 4 days to order them. So we'll get them hopefully for Friday, and we'll prime this. So it'll be done on Wednesday. Thursday maybe we can prime it. Maybe Friday we can put the red on it. So I'll have to check out what the actual paint code is for this David Browns. But if not, I'll go for Rosso red and Old English white or something, and we'll go from there. So I've had to make a few covers for it. Like here for the look, you can see down into the release bearing, so I just put sponge in there because the plate was open. I guess it's to vent it a little bit. Took off the fuel filter bowls and the pump itself. And obviously the diesel pump, the DPA pump we can leave on, but we've taken the pump off. In fact, it's sitting in there. It's already cleaned it. Looks like it's brand new. Look. A little lift pump. We'll get this one done, get some new filters on it as well. Yeah, looking good. So we'll see how we get on by the end of the week. The videos are not going very well on this, but maybe people are just not interested in tractors. I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. But as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and we'll catch you next week.